Yo guys, I saw a lot of you on Twitter's like confused about this deck, so that's why I'm making this guide. Mostly I want to talk about the matchups, mulligan, why I think this deck is... oh, and most important part for me, this deck is so fun to play. So if you haven't tried out, I highly recommend it. Obviously, you need to keep in mind that we have expansion in like 10 days. So if you need to spend a bunch of dust on it, I wouldn't recommend it. Let's talk now about the mulligan. So for first, the any mana refresh stuff is really bad on mulligan. Don't keep them, never keep them, obviously. Never keep them. What you wanna keep on mulligan? Against aggro, you wanna keep swipe, you wanna keep any ramp, nourish, invigorate, what else is there? A biology project especially good against aggro. Pendant is good on mulligan in any matchup. Maybe it's a little bit worse if you know you are playing against some grid which plays rat. So I would watch out for that. I saw Nightshade Bad is really bad on stats, but I am very often keeping it against some greedy decks. You can play around rat nicely. And what are the... and obviously you wanna keep the stuff to make your combos move, which is... oh, let's move maybe to that. Which is the best case scenario. You play Dungar on 9, you have 9 mana, you play Dungar, you pull out of your deck Ysiel, Ionar, and let's say Malygos, and then you just refresh your mana with Ionar and you have follow up with some expensive spells to draw your whole deck, kill them with swipes, Solar Eclipse, Moonbeam, ultimate infestation. It's like in best case scenario, double infestation is 20, solar plus moonbeam is 24 plus 24, which is almost 50. So you have like 70 damage plus your swipes, 3 swipes. So this is the so like 100 damage is the most you can do with this deck. Except for the best case scenario, you have everything in between, which is like Nightshade Bat into ECL, into draw your whole deck, refresh your mana, play Maly, kill them. You can do it like that. Whatever works with your hand, you need to be a little bit creative about what you want to do. You need to actively think about what works with your hand and how you're gonna kill them. And don't spend that much time on it because you sometimes need to draw 30 cards in one turn to find your moonbeams or your mana refreshes. So I basically prepared some games against the most popular decks on the ladder, which are Pirate Demon Hunter, Fatigue Demon Hunter, the Quest DH, Spell Damage Druid, and also Shadow Priest. This deck is not that much better than Spell Damage Druid. It's, I think it's only playable or like good in this specific meta. Because I feel like Spell Damage Druid is so much better into, for example, Odin Warrior or Hostage Mage, but no one is playing them on the ladder currently because they are bad against Spell Damage Druid or Pirate Demon Hunter. And Questline Demon Hunter. Yeah, so that's it with the matchups. First game we have against the Pirate DH, and let's see the mulligan. Yeah, obviously I kept the Biology Project and Pendant, which are both good. Funny thing about this deck, that you obviously are running 6 minions, so you're gonna whiff on these covers a little bit. Also on the Dungar, obviously. So you need to play around, you need to Like, actively think about what you're gonna do if you're gonna low roll. In some games, you just need to assume you're gonna high roll and you just gonna press concede if you whiff on your discover. Yeah, if you don't have that much pressure against you in the game, you can pick the low rolls of your Dungar from your deck. Also, by doing this, you make your Nightshade Bat more reliable. Okay, just overflow. Yeah, and that's the thing about this deck. Against aggro, you're gonna like struggle with your HP a lot with this deck. If you are queuing into a bunch of... I feel like this deck is not that bad against Pirate DH, because they are not as aggressive as, for example, Shadow Priest. We got Dungar, but we don't have any mana refresh to do anything with it. Yeah, just Solar Pendant to stay alive. He has like a lot of shit on board. It's like 20 damage, I think. So we're just gonna heal back to 22 and play Solar Moonbeam into...
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Yeah, that's the part as well. You don't... Against aggro decks, you don't need your... you don't need to be worried about your burn. You can just tempo it, because if you do your thing, you're gonna just win on board anyways.
The skies.
Yeah, Aviana, Eonar. Did I go for restore or refresh? Probably on refresh. Oh, I don't have any throw left. Oh, I'm gonna go for Hyrule Invigorate. And I think I draw the... Yeah, Sleep Under the Stars. Exactly. So in this case, he's just dead. I have infinite draw and infinite refresh with damage.
But I'm not slow.
Let's see, am I boomering here?
I yield.
Okay.
For now.
Just consider. And keep it in mind, you have against aggro you have a lot of lines which just win, like Bat into Ionar. You don't need to do your fireworks basically to win those matchups. As I said, Nightshade Bat into Ionar, Dungar into Ionar, full heal, you are chilling. So this was the first game against Pirate DH. Let's see games against the Shadow Priest. They were miserable. I can tell you that.
Versus Piranda.
No one give me strength.
Especially he's playing double Neophyte in his Shadow Priest, which is just miserable for this deck. Oh, and another advantage over Spell Damage Druid, for example, if you are playing against the Shadow Shaman, you most often lose because they chain the low tap against you. They play low tap on 5 or on 6. They have the Grumble into another low tap, Parrot, blah 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 blah, Shudder, and you just die because you can't do anything. With this deck, it's nice that ECL is overwriting low tech, so your spell gonna cost 1 anyway. So those are the advantages basically. And yeah, what's going on in this game? Oh, let's take a look on the mulligan. I was not paying attention. Oh yeah, I was about keeping sleep. I look at the stats and keeping sleep is mediocre. But against the grid, I would like to keep it because if you play, you can play ECL anytime you want with your refresh and other draw. But against aggro, it's bad. Yeah. Also, it didn't happen to me on ladder that often that I didn't have any ramp in my hand. But during the playtest, I had 2 games in a row, which I fully mulled for ramp, and I didn't get any ramp until like turn 9. So I was just AFK whole game.
Linked together in harmony.
Yeah, tempo engagement. Oh yeah, and I just gonna lose next turn because he gonna play Neophyte. I would be chilling if I would play the Nourish next turn. Yeah, and I'm just fucking dead. If I have Dungar, you pick Maly just for heal. You don't need Maly in this matchup anyways. Yeah, and I'm just dead. I'm gonna go for Solar Pendant. I don't know if it's gonna do... Yeah, I just exploded. And it's gonna happen against aggro decks.
Give me strength.
Another priest guy. What is the Maly gonna feel? Yeah, you never keep infestation. I kept bad here. By the stats, it's not correct, but
I see you
probably mostly because of you need to remember you are playing 6 minions in your deck and you are not that the bat. If you don't draw your weak minions, your bat is not that reliable. Yeah, and I draw Ionar. I can't even play it with bat. He again has insane hand. And the Neophytes can't stand as well. And this turn is miserable. Because I would like to keep Pendant for my Solar to have the most healing I can have. But I don't have time in this game for that because of the Neophyte. If he wouldn't Neophyte, I would just play Nourish, play Solar Pendant next turn, maybe scam him with something.
Would be wise?
But it's not gonna work out.
But I'm not.
This game. I'm just freaking dead. Okay, this game I survived through those 2 Neophytes and I could play Ionar heal. Which is just game. I was thinking about playing Solar with refresh Solar with swipes, but it was not killing him, and killing with Ionar was just lethal on the spot. Yeah. First game. What is the mulligan? They don't keep those. I like keeping Moonlit against greedy matchups. But not in this one.
I see you've brought guests.
I kept cast? fast. Sure. Damn. Oh, I just mentally considered this game. Yeah. Okay, we are over the DH games, priest games. Let's take a look about the questline DH. Yeah. And I think in this matchup this deck shines. Mulligan. I like the Trial Mix Nourish. You can nourish on turn 3. Moonbeam and Moonlight probably. Maybe I'm gonna keep Moonlight because you have it allows you to spend mana after Nourish. The most
I see.
you have a lot of advantage in this matchup over the Spell Damage Druid, because with Spell Damage Druid you often need to have a lot of cards in your hand. You need to set up your combo with a lot of cards in your hand. And the problem with that, the questline DHs nowadays play Glide. So you set up your insane turn, you play the discounts with Life Binder's Gift, and they just glide you, which is miserable. Also, this deck has a lot of powerful draws like the Overflow, Ultimate Infestation. So even if they glide you, you still can refill your hand. With the Spell Damage Druid, if you already draw your full hand, it's not that easy. Yeah, and you are obviously you are losing your discounts with Lifebinder's Gift if you played it already. Oh, what was that? Yeah, turn 2, Trial Mix into Nourish. Turn 3. What I gonna take? Ramp probably? Trial Mix. Invigorate. Yeah, Invigorate because I am nowhere near playing my combo yet, because I don't have ECL or Dungar, any of that. So I just wanna ramp as much as I can. No, I wanted to set up the Ultimate Infestation for next turn.
Never catch me.
Yeah, it's
Prepare to take off.
and I feel like this is about the... obviously, with questline against questline DH, the worst which can happen is the early brutes, like turn 3, turn 4. If they fill the board with 4 brutes, you could be dead to that. But on average, this is the questline DH board on turn 5, which is not that deadly for us. And also, as I said, we have good glide resistance in comparison to spell damage too. He built his board.
Time draws away to ash.
The mana burn, which we don't care about, just overflow. I gonna dump the Moonbeam. Not overdraw something. And obviously, yeah, and I played this... I played this Moonbeam into his face because I wanna keep him board locked, basically. And I am nowhere near dying here as well.
My hand burn away to
Yeah,
ash.
he paraglided to overthrow me some shit.
My hand is full.
Best he could do in this spot. His glide was not available on the outcast. It happened to me in one game that
My hand is full.
I had terrible hand and the
Picture the adventure of
DH
a
glided me to Dungar and my combo.
Stay strong, expedition. Reinforcements on the way.
Former master.
Still he's just dead. Oh, I misplayed this game because I should play coin before I play Dungar. So if I would play coin, I could just play Nightshade Bat for Aviana, play my Ionar and refresh. It still worked because I had, thankfully I had Nourish in my hand, so I could refresh to mana and do the same thing. But I should play that coin before the Dungar. Oh, and you need to watch out as well about your board space, because sometimes after you play Dungar and Ultimate Infestation, you don't have board space for Maly or Ionar if you would need it. Especially for Maly. You play all your minions, play Ultimate Infestation, you are board locked, and you can't kill them because you don't have board space for Maly, so you need to watch out for that.
I bestow these gifts
fill the
upon the
skies.
world. The virtue of the wild.
And he's just dead, as you can see. Okay, do we have another? Okay, that was for the Quest DH, and last but not least, the Spell Damage Druid matchup, which is kinda meta tyrant at the moment, and this matchup is so polarized. Because like you need to keep in mind you are not the burn deck as the Spell Damage Druid. Spell Damage Druid struggles the most against combo decks, and this deck is for sure combo deck. You are on average a lot faster than them. What's gonna happen in this?
I see you.
Mulligan, let's see. Yeah, Gap is good in this matchup. You always have time to play it.
Ah.
Real mix into Gap, nothing. We have a lot of ramp like Biology Project, Solar, Invigorate, but we don't have our combo pieces. We have some Bat in hand, Ionar. We could go like Bat into Aviana, play Ionar, but we still don't have a way to do our shit yet. So I just played... Yeah, just ramp. We don't wanna play Biology Project because we are nowhere near play our combo. And now I am just going for it. The mana, discover. I will. So I just gonna pick Renatal, I guess. Yeah.
The time has come to dethrone our former master.
Honestly, playing bad here was unnecessary. I could just go for Moonlit Guidance, chill for another turn, find my combo pieces. Hey guys, we are learning together. Okay, what am I doing here? Solar Sleep, probably? Yeah. Most probably he's dead here. Or he's turbo dead.
Stay strong, expedition.
Just
Reinforcements on the
ECM,
way.
Infinite, mana refresh, Infinite draw.
This must be the way.
I can pull out the Maly.
I am the essence of magic.
Aviana, I guess, yeah.
I bestow these gifts upon
It was completely unnecessary, but
His reign ends now.
it allowed me to empty my hand.
That rope's burning again. This must be the way.
Find my burden. And I almost boomered it out. So you need to, yeah, obviously you need to play fast with this deck because sometimes you need to draw like 30 cards to find your burn. Make like muscle memory for your plays. You need to gain a little bit of experience with this deck to not think about obvious things that much. And that was it for this matchup. I wanna show you guys as well some heroes which I had. Here is the interesting game against the Enraged Warrior. I kept Mulligan, let's see. I kept Overgrowth just to pramp. You never keep the mana refresh stuff, it's bad. You never keep Ultimate Infestation, obviously. I drew double Biology Project, but I am not playing it yet because I can't do anything about the mana yet. So I just chill. I drew ECL, so at this point I would like to get my insane spells like sleep or some draw. Ultimate Infestation. You need to keep in mind if you have ECL on board, for example, if you have 10 mana and you gonna play ECL on board, even you need to have some mana refresh in hand already, except for draw. Because even if you play Ultimate Infestation, you have 10 mana, play ECL, you have 1 mana, play Infestation, you are bricked, basically. Yeah, and about this matchup, they kinda need to have time to set up their combo. It's so unlikely that they're gonna kill you if you play double Biology Project, if they didn't like played All You Can Eat yet, and the depths with Finley. They would need to high roll a lot to kill you that quickly. So you need to just take your chances and ramp. It's just unlikely to happen. Yeah, 10 mana. Oh, we just top deck the sleep? Yeah, we just top deck the sleep. Okay, so we are just... That's why I ramped with Biology Project already, because we can just go in with sleep. We top deck Nourish as well, we have Infinite Draw. And I need to remind you guys as well, it's turn 7, yeah. Or it's turn 7. Wait, no! How is it turn 7? Okay, my Firestone is trolling because I played... It's basically turn 4. I played double Biology Project and he has... Yeah, it's turn 4 for me. Turn 3 for him. Just sleep. Into Maly. Refresh. Infestation. Classic. Do I have any other examples? Oh, here is funny example that he ratted on turn 5 he ratted my Maly, but he trolled obviously, this guy. Because he played Zephrys to kill my Maly, and he could hit my Maly in advance before playing Zephrys, and he could get the execute. I don't know. He didn't saw that line, so he just picked Inner Fire. He left my Maly on 2 HP, and he was dead next turn. Yeah, here is the lesson about the mechanics of the game. And the strong part about this deck. Guy played low tap on 5. I don't give a fuck because I pulled out the ECL with my Dungar. And perfect, I mean the best case scenario, ECL, Maly goes Eonar on board, refresh, swipe, infinite, throw, and the guy is just dead through low tap. So that was it, guys, for this guide. Thank you all for watching. Thanks everyone who is participating in my content on YouTube, Twitter, I mean X. And see you on the next one. Peace, yo.